Hello everyone. So I hope you all did a secondary research on Panchayati Raj institution. So whatever I will discuss in this session you all will able to understand properly, and this will make our session an interactive one. So just like entrepreneurship, Panchayati Raj institution too has its evolution story in India. Panchayati Raj institution is about local self-governance in rural areas. Governance is about running a system in a region where the participation of the fellow citizens is as important as to have a governing and regulatory body. So Panchayati Raj institution is to provide an institutional framework to local self-governance. So basically it is a legal caretaker of rural areas. In the year 1992, under the 73rd Amendment Act, Panchayati Raj institutions was constitutionalized across all the villages of India. So, under the Article 40, states are responsible to organize village panchayats by bestowing power on them. But it doesn't mean it is a very new concept. It doesn't mean it just came. It came just since 1992. It was there in India since time immemorial. Earlier, it used to be a council of 5 persons, and they used to exercise all the judiciary and executive power in rural areas. The first recommendation to formalize Panchayati Raj institutions was given by Balwant Rai Committee in the year 1957, that is 10 years after independence. But even after that, this concept has gone through many milestones. Many other committees gave their suggestions, gave their recommendations to formalize it, to constitutionalize it, and to bestow more power in it so that everything can be implemented judiciously at the grassroots level. But nothing was happening in a fruitful manner. Finally, in the year 1991, under the Narasimha Rao's government, a bill was passed. Then that bill became a law in the 1992, and from 1993 Panchayati Raj institution as a legal body came into force. So it has its own evolution journey which we have discussed now. So why we have kept this topic in this session for this course, because as I have said this several times that whenever you will go to any rural area to start any intervention, you first must contact and negotiate with the grassroots level leaders, with the local influencers and the local governmental bodies, and Panchayati Raj institution is the most important local body in rural areas. So they do the rural people do respect a lot the sarpanch, if the sarpanch are very socially close to them, and also if the sarpanch had done many good works for the growth and development of rural areas. So yeah, there are various reasons to respect a sarpanch in rural areas. That can be some ethnic reason as well. So whatever the reason is, but you have to deal with them first, or even if you are not dealing with them first, then at least through local people you have to know, you have to get ideas that how you can reach to them, that how you can reach to those local leaders. That everything is very situational, everything depends upon the situation. But to start any intervention, it is very important to know all the legal aspects of a region, and to deeply understand the legal aspects, you have to go to the Panchayati Raj office, and then there you have to judiciously interact with all the employees over there, and they will definitely help you. If not, then you have to do your best to get the right help from them. in context of starting any intervention in the rural areas. So that's all for this session, my dear friends. We will discuss a bit more regarding Panchayati Raj institutions in our coming sessions. Till then, take care. Goodbye.